Let's go ahead and add event listeners to our code now. An event listener is basically a command to the computer to pay attention to certain events or things that are happening in the course of the program. And those events could be user input via the mouse, which is what we're going to do first. So what we have to do here, let me clean up the code a little bit that we've written. I'm going to go ahead and add a couple spaces up here after our package, and I'm going to go ahead and delete these commented out scale lines just so we don't get confused. And now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to import some new classes. So I go up here, this is in the package, import flash.events.mouse event semicolon. So that's import space flash.events.mouse event. So events plural and mouse event singular, and mouse event is in upper camel case. Now before we go on, I want to make sure that you go ahead and call up on your screen the art351.blogspot.com website, because all of this code is actually there. Here's the link to the code that makes the above little Swift works. This will take you through all of this stuff that we're doing, and here's the code all written out, so you're not having to squint too badly at the screen or listen to my description of these complicated lines of ActionScript. Alright, so once you've got that ready, we can go ahead to the next step, and that's to go ahead and add the actual event listener. We've brought in our mouse event listener so that we can go ahead and listen to user input from the mouse. So go down here to your constructor function, and I'll add some space here after the add child dog and the dog.x, dog.y directives. I'm going to add a comment, just event listener, and I'll make that plural because I'm going to add a few event listeners eventually. A couple more lines, go back up here after my event listeners, and now I'll say dog lowercase, which is the name of our instance as defined up here by our variable and all that we did in the previous demos. So dog dot add event listener in lower camel case, and that turns blue because that is an ActionScript keyword. Parentheses, upper camel case mouse event dot all caps click, comma, and let's take a break there. So what we've done is if you look at what we've written so far, we've attached using dot notation this dog.add event listener. We've attached an event listener to our instance, and we've then in the parentheses specified what kind of an event it is we want the computer to listen for, and it's a mouse event of the type click. So once we've done that, we've got that comma, and then what's going to come after this is what we want the computer to do once it has heard that event. And this is where we add the name of what's called an event handler. So we have an event listener, where we tell the computer what to listen for, and we have an event handler, which tells the computer what to do once it has heard the event that's supposed to trigger the handler. What that is the name of a function. It's a function we have not yet written, and we're going to create the name of this function right now. And traditionally, when you're dealing with event handler functions, you start them with on. So we'll do that. On dog click. End parentheses, semicolon. So just to review that, we've referred to our dog instance. We've added an event listener to it of the type mouse event click. And after the comma, we have directed it to run the following function, which is onDogClick. Now, onDogClick does not exist yet. We're going to write that function in the next video.